Okay, guys, I'm back. So, like I said, I left off whereas they were picking me up from the recovery house, came to pick me up from the hospital, and they brought me back to the to the recovery house, whatever. So, like I said, I stayed at a New Life Recovery House, and everything was good. My CL was very nice to me. Like I said, when I was there, they had a little bit of drama there, but for the most part, it was pretty good. I went with two of my coworkers, and we made it pretty fun for us. So when I got to the recovery house or whatever, I was able to move and walk, and it was like, oh wow, you're able to get around pretty good, blah blah blah. Now let me give you a little synopsis of my body type. To me, I'm built like a box. I have no hips. I have a little bit of butt. I'm not worried about my butt. My butt is my butt. I'm okay with that. I didn't necessarily need a BBL. I had put in for a BBL, did not get a BBL, but I'm okay with not having that. That was fine with me. But so they was like, "Oh, you're getting around pretty well," and I'm saying to myself, "I think I'm getting around a little bit too well." I was like, "I know how," and having conversation about how well I was getting around and say I just had surgery, blah 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 blah. So we get I'll be escorted to my room. I lay in there for a little while. The nurse comes in to pretty much clean me up, like because I had been having on the same faja since earlier that. No, I'm lying. So that night, because I came in like late, just like the hospital. So I came in late, maybe about 4 or 5. So 5 or 6, I was pretty late coming to the recovery house. So they made sure that I was comfortable. They came in to give me my pain meds, which I really didn't need. They came in to give me dinner. Okay, so I laid. Let me go back just a little bit. I don't know if I remember telling you all that when I was in the hospital, I decided to get up out the bed to look at myself in the mirror. I did. I told y'all that part because I was like, I didn't get see any results. So here we go. So yeah, so my coworkers were there as well. They had surgery. Now my coworkers are in complete pain. We went to 2 different doctors. They're in complete pain. They're sore. Their body aches from the liposuction. They can't stand up straight from the tummy tuck. Me, I'm able to stand up straight. I'm not in no aching pain like that. Nothing. I'm able to pick up my suitcase and go through my stuff, and I'm able to help my coworkers get in and out of bed and help with changing their bandages or, help put on, whatever it was that they needed me to do, I was able to do it. I even went to the store for everybody. I was able to move around better than anybody in the recovery house to say I had just had surgery. So I'm disappointed. Like I'm watching these people and these bodies coming in and out, and I look nothing like that. Not remotely, not a part of it, not a small inkling. I don't look nothing like that. So I'm real disappointed. I'm aggravated. So 3 days later, you normally go back to see the doctor. So I went back 3 days later to see him, and I'm telling him, I'm like, there is no results here. Like my stomach isn't flat. My stomach isn't flat. The my butt. I mean, my hips. There is no hips there. Whatever the case may be. And he was like, "Oh, you're still swollen." Blah blah blah. He's selling me on this swollen thing. Like I had a drain and I had nothing in it. I'll get to that at the end. I had a drain and there's nothing in it. Okay. So he removed my drain. He was like, "Oh, you drained pretty quickly." Blah blah blah. I removed my drain. He removed my stitches, or whatever. Put bandages on and told me to use this powder on it so that I can make sure that my incision heals or what have you because I'm a diabetic, right? Well, my incision had already started to heal. It was just the area where I had the drain that really hadn't started to heal, but everything else around it was already healing. Healing. So, getting to the part why I've never showed my results because I was embarrassed. I was upset. I went through a depression after my surgery because my surgery didn't come out the way I wanted it to. I went to the Dominican Republic. And do I regret going to the Dominican Republic? Let's get this perfectly clear. No, I would go back, just not to that doctor. There are really good doctors in the Dominican Republic that does really good work and actually cares about their patients. I just wouldn't go back to Dr. Tech Tuck. Just wouldn't. But I never showed my results because I was embarrassed. Never showed my results because I was upset. And like I said, I went through a depression because I know I didn't get the results that I wanted or I paid for pretty much. And I never got any of my money back. You know what I mean? He never recognized how bad my surgery actually was, what he didn't really deliver the results that he was supposed to deliver. So therefore, I never got my money back. So, or any of my money back. He never even offered. So, after I was in the recovery house a couple of days, my coworkers, I guess, finally got the courage to tell me that I had made a statement. I was looking in the mirror and I was like, I said, I don't see no results there. And at first they was trying to make me feel good and was like, oh yeah, girl, look at this, that, and the third. And it's like, it's not there. And it was like, yeah, I wanted to say that, but you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. And I mean, I would rather you be honest with me than to lie to me, because if you see what I see, then that means something's wasn't done right or something's not right or whatever. So I was like, so when I went back for my last and final visit, I told him, I was like, look, this is not fair. I said, I didn't get anything of what I asked for. And then he was like, well, because you're a diabetic and because of this and that. And I know that wasn't the reason. You know how many people go to the Dominican Republic and have surgery and are diabetics and have multiple other illnesses and probably shouldn't even be having surgery and get beautiful results? So that had nothing to do with it. Me having stubborn fat, that had nothing to do with it. He just was lazy and he didn't perform the surgery correctly. And he pretty much stole my money. So, but I am a type of person, even though I paid between going there, getting there, and my surgery and my stay at the recovery house, I paid between $8,000 to $9,000 overall for everything. Everything I purchased, the surgery, my recovery house, the money I spent out there. So I paid a pretty penny when I was out there. So the money that I gave him and I felt like he should have gave me back, I'm the type of person that I'm going to chunk it up as a loss. Some people would have tried to get their money back. Some people advised me to get my money back, or at least try to get half of it back. But I just really chunked it up as an experience that I didn't want to have again. Definitely not with him. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I was first getting ready to leave the Dominican Republic and I talked to him, he offered to do my surgery again, to do my revisions and to give me the things that I needed or whatever the case may be. But then as I thought about it, I was kind of upset because then I reached out to him to be, to make sure, look, you're going to do my surgery or what have you. And the response I got back pretty much was that I was crazy. One day I'm going to actually post those response, our WhatsApp conversation, so you can see exactly what was said. I don't remember it verbatim and I don't have it pulled up. So, but pretty much the overall of it was that I was crazy. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm crazy because I'm unhappy with my results. I'm crazy because you claim I had stubborn fat that you couldn't break and all this stuff, but I'm the one that's crazy. Okay. So at the end of the day, the reason why I didn't show my results was because I was embarrassed to show my results. I was unhappy about my results. I was afraid of being judged for my results, or a lack thereof. So to those who had that question, that's why I never showed my results. But I am going to say this. To all of you who are going to the Dominican Republic to have surgery, make sure you research your surgeons thoroughly and make sure you know all of what they can do. And definitely make sure that they are licensed to do the job that you need them to do. That's one. Like I said in the beginning,